put that headstone and pull yourself back to this wall.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're starting up.
All right.
Should be starting up. Go back here. Go here. Says it's starting. All right. And it says we are live. Stick Lounge Podcast. Coming to you guys live as long as everything holds. We're doing an impromptu, right, Ham?
Yes, sir.
We didn't want to wait to put this one out, so you're going to have to bear with me a little bit because I'm going to be controlling cameras and doing all the things. So we want to introduce Mr. Michael Powers. How's it going, Michael?
What's going on? Hey, good to see y'all right here in the Stick Lounge.
Heck yeah, man. All right, Hamp. Well, why are we doing this live? What you want to talk about?
Oh, let's talk about the weekend that's coming up. The man have a birthday coming. The man is legendary. I mean, you know.
He is the legendary Michael Powers.
I can't say anything more than that. You know, I mean, everybody I know, like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah, he'll be at the bar this weekend. So make sure you wiggle your way on over that way. And,
Come on down to that Creole Soul.
So we gonna let him tell you a little bit about what's going on and how you got started on this road and whatever else you want to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's start with getting out what exactly is going on. You're going to be at Creole Soul Friday, correct?
Friday night.
Friday night.
8 to 11.
And what is going on? What's the big deal about this Friday?
Hey, it's my birthday.
It's your birthday. Hell yeah, man. Happy birthday.
Thank you. It's my
Happy
birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pleased that you're having your birthday party there. You know, I
Yes.
think you can have your birthday party anywhere.
Happy to be there.
Pick Creole Soul.
And you pick
Yes.
Creole Soul.
All right. We like
Happy to
that.
be there.
4-leaf clover in my pocket.
Come on
I've been
down.
saving for a long time.
Yeah.
So do we want to say what birthday it is? 25th?
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
All right, there you go. There you
Or
go.
we could
Fair
go
enough.
with the Jack Benny. I'm turning 39.
There you go.
Again.
At least you're legal to be in the bar, right?
Yes.
So there we
yeah,
go.
I can be there legally.
All right, sweet. I know Hamp's getting everything prepped down there. He's excited. We've had some people talk about it. Pretty excited. What do you think? How many people are going to show up?
The place should be full.
All right,
But we need you guys to be there as
Yes.
well.
these guys.
That's right.
All these guys, all around us. All these guys.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, it's just it's fun for me to actually perform on my birthday because it's like I'm the host of a party. That's my party.
Oh yeah.
And I always say to people, they can bring presents with
There you go.
with the tea at the end, or they can just bring their presents.
There you go. There
Either
you go.
way,
There you
I'm
go.
happy.
Either way.
Present or presents?
Yeah.
How about you bring your presents with a present?
That would be nice too. I'm not gonna lie.
Right on, good deal. Well, let's dig a little bit into you, man. How'd you get started? Like, how long have you been doing music?
A while.
Yeah,
Quite a while.
Did you start
My
playing
first-
when you were a kid?
I wish I had. You know,
Okay.
it was a strange road for me to get into this because I didn't take advantage of all of the musical training that I could have had in elementary school, junior high,
Right.
or even high school. It was as I was somewhat precocious. I graduated from high school when I was 15.
Okay.
And that summer, I thought I was really smart to get out like that.
Right. Right.
But I didn't realize I couldn't even get a job or do nothing.
Well, fair.
So I
yeah.
kind of became like a skateboard bum.
All right.
And I was doing
Classic musician move.
skateboards everywhere. I was living in Berkeley, California at
Okay.
the time. And Berkeley has a set of hills above it. So you can like catch the bus up there, go up the hill, and then you can. I had a path where I could wind my way all the way down,
Okay.
and go down. And this back in the day when nobody had cell phones.
Right. Right.
Parents,
The good old days.
I think the parents were out buying a new car,
Okay.
so they were gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I came around this corner halfway down my path and hit some gravel.
Oh no.
And the skateboard stopped,
Oh yeah.
but I kept going.
You kept going, yeah. I used to skate when I was younger as well. I know
Yeah.
the feeling of even that one little pebble in the road, man.
It's
one little
like, forget it. And so I flew and put my hands out, which is a natural thing to do, and did a very bad break of my wrist.
No good.
And I remember clearly because got me to a hospital, but they literally could not give me any pain medicine until they got a hold of my parents.
Oh, okay.
And they were
'Cause you were
gone.
too young.
They were out there buying a car somewhere.
Wow.
And they wouldn't let me leave.
Really?
I was like,
So you're stuck there.
Yeah.
You got a broken wrist with no pain meds.
Yeah. I was like, oh my. So
and
anyway,
then, so what? You got to wait till your parents get home and the hospital
and
calls the house.
And then finally, yeah. I mean, this was hours. It was terrible.
Holy crap.
Anyway, so I had a extra bad break. I had it in a cast for an extra long time compared to most breaks. And while I was in the cast, I saw a movie that was a film biography of Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, nice.
And I said, wow. And he was already gone at that time. He wasn't alive, but I had heard of him. He had played a famous show in Berkeley. Jimmy plays Berkeley. I thought, parents are going to do something. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
And, but I said, wow, I would like to do that. That's cool. And I already had the afro.
There you go.
And
there
I
you
had
go.
the bell bottoms and,
Nice,
the leather jacket with the fringes on it and all that.
Oh,
I had
yeah.
all that. I was ready. And
Hamp likes afros.
yeah.
No, sorry, we call him Bush.
Okay, yeah. And I had all that going on. And I said, And I talked to my doctor, and they said that would be the best thing you could do to build up the strength of your arm because your muscles, because mine was so bad and had to stay in so long, the whole muscle system of the forearm had atrophied.
Atrophied, yeah.
And so that's how I started.
No
it was
kidding.
literally an accident.
Exercise. Exercise to get better.
Yeah.
All right, sweet, man.
Yeah, just therapy.
Yeah. So I know that you now are your Michael Powers. You've got your CD. How many albums do you have out now?
15.
15 albums. So have you always been Michael Powers, kind of a solo act? I know you have a drummer that plays with you now, and
Oh no, I've played with lots of folks.
lots of folks. Okay,
I mean, along the way,
right.
I got a chance to play with Ray Charles.
Oh wow.
I got a chance to do some shows with all kinds of people.
awesome.
Herbie Hancock, Gladys Knight,
Very cool.
all these kind of people.
Right.
But also stuff like Glenn Yarbrough, who is like a folk, almost country tinged folk singer that was originally in the Limelighters.
Yeah.
So, like if anybody's ever seen that movie, The Mighty Wind, where all these
haven't
folk
seen that
people, it's hilarious.
Yeah, I haven't seen that
It's
one.
the same people that did Spinal Tap.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I
So
saw
the
Spinal
way
Tap.
that they take on the rock scene in Spinal Tap and the Best in Show, which is the dog one,
Yeah.
they
that one.
they mock all of those. So they mock the sort of folk music scene with this Mighty Wind thing. Anyway,
Very
but so I played with him. I played guitar on the Mac Daddy record by Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Yeah.
Which is I like big.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Everybody knows what that is. And then so I've had a chance to play a lot of different styles. I toured Europe with a guy named Dr. Lonnie Smith, who was one of the finest jazz B3 Hammond B3 players,
Nice.
organ players in the planet. And
Man.
so
Quite a resume.
I've had some great experiences doing that. But I like to do anything that a guitar can do.
Okay.
I've studied some classical music. I've studied some flamenco, some Latin jazz.
Well, I got to
funk.
say that the first time that I saw you, I was like, what is he doing with that guitar? Dude, you do some wild stuff, man. And it's good. It's very good. It's very good.
And then what he's talking about is the electronic stuff I do, which is I hook my guitar up to a synthesizer, like the brains of a keyboard, basically, in a pedal. And then because that comes from, I have a degree in improvisation and arranging from a jazz school here called Cornish here in Seattle.
Okay.
And I would like write for trumpets, and I'd write for horns, and I'd write for the bass and
No
whatever.
kidding. So you're basically composing, right?
Yeah, I would learn how to write and arrange for that stuff. And then so when I'm able to use my guitar and get the different sound, it's like I'm writing that stuff and arranging in real time for those other instruments.
Yeah.
The flute or
Yeah,
the piano
I've
or
seen
whatever, stuff like that, harmonica, things like that. So that's where the impetus to be able to take that and use those sounds, live and create like different kind of a pastiche of different things that I can imagine and that I would write for.
Yeah,
That's
you
where
do
that
it well,
came
man.
from.
I mean, you even have one where it's like voices, right?
Yes.
The song that you play where it's do 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 do.
Yeah.
It's like just like a chorus of voices singing.
Yes.
It's really cool.
Yeah, it's
really
like
cool.
I've always loved the great sounds of vocalese, jazz vocalese, Lambert, Hendrix, and Ross, Manhattan Transfer, and then to me the apex of that is Take Six.
Take Six.
Okay.
The vocal group Take Six, they're incredible.
Gospel.
Yeah, they got that feel, and then they very sophisticated harmonic.
If you close your eyes, you would think they got instruments on that stage.
Right. Yeah. And so I've always loved that, and so since I had 6 strings on the guitar, I said I can try to emulate that sound of those 6 voices.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's cool, man. That's very cool.
I love Take Six growing up. You know,
Yeah,
growing up in the
fantastic.
church, we just play some Take Six. Okay?
Yeah.
Play Take Six. All right, go ahead. Or the Williams Brothers, you know.
That's like genius stuff. Yeah. Hearing that, it's like hearing Mozart or something.
It's like how these 6 guys get together and they blend like a nice blender would put a cake. Just everything is so smooth and right on point.
And I think a couple of them are brothers in that
Yeah, I
group.
think a couple of them are brothers.
And somehow they're related to Brian McKnight. I don't know if they're
Brian
their
McKnight, yes.
cousin or something or other. So that's anyway. But I love all different styles of music. I literally, really, truly believe there's only 2 kinds of music: good and bad.
Okay.
And
makes sense.
And within every style, there's something that's amazing and great.
Yeah.
And then
sure.
there's stuff that's somewhat questionable.
There you go.
So
what's
people,
it like writing for all these different instruments? And can you take, like, say, somebody that plays guitar and is writing music for guitar? Do you have to really change your thought process to write for a flute or?
Yes.
Yeah, quite a bit.
I have to think about what they can do and what they would do.
Right.
Idiomatically correct to within so that it'll sound like a flute player.
So you can't just take any guitar song and translate it into, say, a flute and make it sound good. You've got to actually consider how it's going to play.
Right. And then also guitar, you can just keep going.
Right.
You don't have to take a breath.
Oh, that's true. No.
But now I'll go da-da-da-da-da, and take a breath, so it actually sounds like what they would do.
No, that's funny because now I'm going to be paying attention to that when you're playing that kind of stuff. Yeah. I didn't think about that before. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's just like little subtle stuff, but it makes it so it's. I've had people come up that if I play a flute sound and they're a flute player and they said, I kind of wanted to hate that. I kind of wanted to hate on you because you were doing that. Because
I was ready to judge.
You're taking my gig, man. But I was like, well, I wouldn't have had a flute player on this gig anyway. But
right.
But they say, you know what? I can tell you studied how a flute player plays.
Right.
And
didn't just take the sound and run with it. You actually,
I didn't just play guitar licks with a flute sound.
Very cool.
And that made me feel good. That the people that know. Then they say, okay.
Yeah.
So
everybody I've heard.
That's what Hamp says about your food. What do you always say, Hamp?
Yeah.
Let's put it out there, bro. Put it out there.
I forgot what I said, but what I said? Go ahead.
You say it's legit. That's
no.
For
He
sure.
says, I don't care what anybody else says.
Yeah.
If somebody from Louisiana, from New Orleans comes in and they say my food's good, that's it.
That's it. I don't care what anybody else says.
Because that's what you're going for.
That's right. That's what I'm going for.
The legit thing.
That's right. You've never had this, so you can't tell me how it tastes.
Right.
So, but I was getting ready to say, every time you come and play, somebody in the crowd say, "Man, that's the best I've ever seen on the strings." That. He loops stuff so well, that's what the word you use, loop, which I said, yeah, man, yeah, he's really good. This is my first time seeing him.
It's your first time seeing him.
I had a guy sitting in the bar one day who was talking about you, and then he said, oh, man, I want to get some gumbo. I said, man, the gumbo is great. You should get some gumbo.
He didn't know you were the owner of the bar.
I was the owner of the bar.
Yeah.
And somebody told him
that's how you roll.
Yeah, you walk. Yeah, man. Of course you're gonna say your gumbo's good. You're the owner of the bar. I said, but was it good? He said, yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
So as that guy on stage, he's good, right?
There you go. There you go.
That's fun. That's fun. I do that too. I've had people just kind of walk up and say, "Who's playing here tonight?" I said, some jazz guys.
Not sure who he is, but,
Yeah. Are they good? They're not bad. I think you should stick around and check it out.
There you go.
I'm sitting on the couch, leg up, eating the gumbo.
Yeah.
Man, it's gumbo good, man. You should try it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you never know. Hamp's a sleeper. He might just be sneaking around somewhere in the bar. You never know where he's going to be.
That's
you can't miss him once you see him.
Yeah.
So what's your jazz is your go-to? That's your favorite kind of music to play? Do you love all musics? I mean, there's good or there's bad. But.
I love every kind of music.
Okay.
And I like the freedom of taking it and doing it in a jazzy way because then you can actually take your personality and put your stamp on it.
Right.
and rearrange it in your way.
Yeah.
I like having improv.
And that's mainly what jazz is, right? It's improvisation.
Yeah, I try to describe to people that don't know what jazz is that there is a song, there is a melody, there is something that you would play so that people recognize it. And it's just like a sandwich.
Okay.
In that the first part you play is something that you would always play that way so that people recognize it.
Right.
The main melody of the song, so they can go, oh, that's that song. But then the middle of it's the filling of the sandwich.
Do whatever you want.
And whatever you want on your sandwich that day.
Right.
And it could be a wide variety of different things.
All right.
And then at the end you have another piece
of bread
that holds it together.
Yeah.
So that you can play the melody again so that that, and then end it, you know. So if people don't understand jazz at all, or if you come to our show or any jazz that you listen to, try to figure out if you can tell if you're on the bread, the filling, or the other piece of bread.
I like that. Well, on that note, let's. You want to play some of your stuff?
Yeah.
All right, we got it hooked up here.
I noticed you had kind of a cool hip hoppy kind of theme song that you guys have. So I was telling you about.
Picked it.
Oh yeah.
I had a country one first. Then I had like a southern rock. I even did a yacht rock kind of version.
Yacht rock. Okay.
And then Hamp was like, "We need some rap. We need to do a rap in there." I'm like, "All right, cool, man."
So with that in mind, I wrote this tune. I put out a CD called Passport. And it's all about my travels playing music around the world. And, well, that's a cool one, too. That's like New York's.
South Central, this one,
Yeah,
right?
but this one, I wrote it so that the people that like jazz could get a little revenge when they pull up to a stoplight and the other people's car is booming.
Right.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
They're shaking their car.
I like that.
So they can say, I like jazz, but here's some Michael Powers with that kind of groove like this.
I like that. That's a good idea, man. I don't know how this will come through on Facebook. Let's turn it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So you want to talk about what's playing here?
That's all me.
I
I played all the instruments on that.
Yeah, so everything on this, you play it.
No.
layer
Sometimes I have people that.
No, this song here though.
Yeah, that's all me.
Okay.
Yeah, just made a groove in the studio
It's very cool.
and put a little melody in. But yeah, I was thinking you're out South Central. The guys that are hitting their cool little hydraulics and bumping and doing all that stuff. Anyway, I thought that would be kind of fun.
No, that's a good one.
For you to hear a little bit.
I want to just pick one. Is that okay?
Sure.
All right, let's do Funky Jam in Amsterdam.
Oh yeah. This reminds me when I was over in Amsterdam playing some gigs.
Yeah.
I like it. Giving everybody a free taste for this Friday.
Yeah. Y'all make sure you find your way to the doors, all right?
That's right.
We are in the alley. 22341 Marine View Drive.
So this has a little bit more of a rock attitude.
Yeah, I like that. I like it.
Whatever.
Well, and what I've noticed with your stuff too, I mean, every time that you play, it's always different. You know what I mean? I mean, every song from one to the next is it's like a separate musician on stage almost. And I mean that in a complimentary way because you go over so many different genres and styles and sounds, and I love it. It's great.
Well, even my CDs are that way. They kind of go through a lot of styles because I noticed that some people would put on, they make music and it sounded very similar through the record.
Right.
And then later when people, iPods were invented, for instance,
right,
and they could put it on random. And they have little pieces of all these different parts of their collection.
Yeah.
They like that more.
Yeah.
So I said,
iPod.
Yeah, that's old
way
school.
back.
Yeah.
Well, that's way back, bro.
But I mean,
yeah.
Well, no, we want to go way back.
Yeah,
We're talking
way back.
Walkman with a cassette.
Oh, Walkman with a cassette
yeah.
with the yellow one at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the yellow Sony one.
Yeah. But the idea of being able to randomize it and have it stylistically jump all over.
Yeah.
People got used to that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, well, if I'm going to have a CD, I'm going to program my writing and my arranging of the songs so they don't have to go random. They can just listen to my CD.
Yeah, just listen
and
to
it'll keep them going through different
grooving.
textures.
Yeah.
Different
it.
styles. Yeah.
It sounds like my what is it, Spotify playlist, man. I'm all over the place on Spotify.
Yeah,
you know, you might get an 80s jam, you might get some metal, you might get some country. You don't know what's coming through.
Anything you thumbed up.
Anything I've thumbed up. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I like all kind of music.
Yeah. Every style has
One of
something.
my favorite songs that you do is Drake song, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's actually Kendrick Lamar, but I was saying,
looking for Drake.
Have y'all seen Drake?
Yeah. Well, it's funny too because when you did it, I recognized the song, but I didn't know that that's what it was until you said that, and I'm like, that's what this song is.
Not like us.
Not like us. Yeah.
A minor. That's the cold part of that song.
Yeah, I know, right?
But yeah, I mean, dude had the album of the year off a diss track. That's amazing.
I know, right?
That's all it was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was a diss war.
Yeah.
And it kept going, and then he just put the death blow on Drake.
I wasn't following it much, but I heard, kind of what's happening.
The last thing I heard about Drake was he walked out with Morgan Wallen, or Waylon, however you say his name, the country artist.
Okay.
When he walked in to do his concert in some place, and I was like, really?
So he like left, walked out.
No. He, you know how like somebody walks into the arena in a professional bout, and they have like a posse.
I got you. Yeah,
of a bunch of people like their trainers and stuff. So he was like one of the people that walked out with him while he came out, and I was like,
okay,
wow, really?
I don't know.
That's just what you're doing now,
right?
You have to be like his sidekick.
That's funny. You never know what anyone's gonna do.
Wow.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Things have changed.
Things have totally changed.
Yeah.
So how did you and it's Ronnie, right? The drummer?
Yes, Ronnie Bishop.
Ronnie Bishop. How did you guys hook up?
We performed together. I had a gentleman named Dave Austin, great drummer. But he was starting to get busy doing other projects, and then I heard about Ronnie and called him for a gig, and I was immediately impressed that he could groove hard at any volume.
Mm-hmm.
It could be really just whisper quiet, but he wouldn't lose the intensity.
Right.
Usually when people get soft, there's no intensity.
Yeah.
You can still have intensity
Right, yeah.
when you get soft.
Mm-hmm.
And he could do that. And he could play funk, rock, and jazz. Some people are good at one of those, but not all of them.
Yeah.
And so I said, wow, I love playing with this guy. And we've been playing together for years now.
It's funny. I was talking to him at the bar one day.
Yeah.
He was there setting up. You hadn't shown up yet, and we were just talking, and he was telling me, I played, correct me if I'm wrong. He said, I played one night, and you were there, I think. And he said you came up to him like, hey, man, I'm looking for a drummer. Would you want to play with me? And he told me that he told you, I'm not good enough to play with you, man. Like, I can't do that.
Sounds like something Ronnie would say.
It's worked out. He's very good. I think he's very good. So.
Well, and he's always growing.
Yeah.
He's pushes himself to grow, and that's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always trying to add new things and learn new things and push myself.
Yeah.
And he does that. His equipment sounds great.
Yeah.
Like you said, he shows up before me.
Yeah, he does. He's dedicated
like
for sure.
Super on time.
Yep.
And great.
Well, he also wants to get some red beans and rice and catfish.
Yeah. Hey, just like me. Just like me.
He's getting that grub in before the show starts.
Oh yeah.
That's part of the. If you're listening and you're a musician, you want to try to play a Creole soul, you get some food, you get some drink.
Oh yeah,
it's a good spot. It's a good spot to play.
The food is so good.
Thank you.
You guys got to come down and try this seriously authentic stuff. The catfish is my favorite.
There you go.
I can speak hard on the catfish.
And the shrimp and grits ain't no slouch.
Hey, you want to talk about your catfish experience recently?
What's happening?
Oh, so
come on, bro, spill it.
A couple of days ago, I was down in Auburn, and I was getting some CO2, and the guy told me inside of the place, he worked there. He said, I said, I got a restaurant in Des Moines. I said, I got the best catfish in probably the state of Washington. He said, I don't know, man. What's the name of the restaurant?
I think
Fish House.
Fish House.
He said,
okay.
You can beat the Fish House. He said, I've been a loyal fan for the Fish House. I said, if you ever make time, find your way down to Des Moines.
Come on down. I'll take the Fish House challenge.
Yeah. There you go.
He walked in about probably 30 minutes after I opened, him and his wife.
Oh, he was ready.
He came in, man.
Serious.
I said, hey, before you even order, I'm gonna treat you to some catfish. So I went back in the kitchen.
A little taste.
Yeah, I fried him up for 5 or 6 pieces of catfish so him and his wife can have. I said, I want you to give me the God honest truth. I said, before you leave here, okay?
Yeah.
He said, okay, no. He said, I'm honest. I'm gonna give it to you. I said. So after he got through eating, I walk up to him. I say, so what you think, Creole Soul or the Fish House? He said, listen, man, I'm a lawyer guy. I'm a real lawyer. He said, fuck the Fish House.
Oh, man.
Put him on blast.
He went on Facebook and posted immediately, best catfish in Washington.
Wow.
So you got to warn me next time so I can.
So, yeah,
You know who's coming.
I mean, yeah, this is a family show now.
Oh, well, he's going to get an editing, don't he? Yeah.
Okay.
You got to leave it to Hamp, man.
And when is that billboard coming out?
Yeah, right? Exactly.
You're going to buy a billboard in Auburn that says...
the best catfish.
No, it's going to say the Fish House.
Yeah. Yeah, that one, hey, you ever saw my shirt? I made a shirt that's, I got a shirt for you. I just got to do one more for Ronnie, but I got a shirt that say, fucking this is amazing.
I think I caught part of that.
We just lost all the church people. Church people, really, the catfish, you still want to come.
Yeah, it is pretty amazing. He's honest. He's true.
Yeah,
you get Hamp.
Hey, there's a reason that Sam Jackson has had a career.
Hey, there you go.
Sometimes that's the only way you can say it.
Remember that children's book he did called Go the Sleep?
Yeah. I know about that book.
I just changed my profile picture to play the catfish on Creole.
Oh, did you?
Facebook, yeah. If you go there and it said, just order the damn catfish.
Just order the damn catfish.
Nice.
Hey, that's how I start.
That's how I met him.
Yeah. How'd you guys meet?
That's how I met. I somebody said, man, you got to go. If you guys like catfish, you got to go to Creole Soul.
Okay.
And we came in for catfish, and now we got all this stuff going on.
History.
So here we are.
I've told a lot of my fans that they're like, "Where are you playing?" I said, "This place, Creole Soul. Come down. You got to have the catfish." And they're like, "Well, okay." I've had some of them come, and they're like, "Man, this is legit."
Yeah.
Because what I used to always hear was that people out here, I'm not sure where they get the catfish from.
Yeah.
That it was muddy.
Yeah. Tastes a lot like where you get it from.
Yeah, Duwamish River somewhere.
Yeah.
Like that.
Right. Exactly.
You know, I
That's
know
what it tastes like mud.
I know where mine's come from on a plane, Alaska Airlines, every 2 weeks. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
300-400 pounds of it. You know. So.
It's true. I've had Chicago deep dish pizza, and it's the only way it only tastes like that from there.
Yeah.
You can have the same recipe. I guess it's like the water.
I love Chicago deep dish.
You know, I mean, whatever. You know, so there are things that only seem right from that place.
Yeah.
There was a place, I want to say it was a bagel place in Arizona. I can't remember, but they flew the water in to make the bagels.
There you go.
I think it was from New York.
That
or
makes
something
sense.
like that to get that taste from this particular place that they were trying to. They were either from or something like that, but everybody just said, "This is it. Like this is
the real deal."
What tastes
So
like the
they had
real
to
deal.
fly the water in.
Fly the water in. Yeah, that's what I was told. Yeah,
it's kind of amazing.
It's like I won't make you a po' boy sandwich if I don't have the bread from Louisiana.
Okay.
We're not making. I don't care
It's
how
gotta
much
be
you
the
get,
real deal.
It's got to be the bread from. It's got to be.
So no Wonder Bread from down the way.
No Wonder Bread. Nothing from Safeway.
Not running to the 99-cent store and get that cheap white bread.
They take pride in making a po' boy bread. They've been doing it for years. You know.
It's kind of like King's Hawaiian. It's got to be that.
Yeah,
for a certain recipe.
That's right. Exactly.
I understand.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get back on you, Michael.
Yeah. Hey, we can hang out. It's good.
Yeah. But I want to talk a little bit more about this Friday night. We want to hype it up.
Right?
Yeah. Come on down.
Check that out. That's pretty cool.
That reminds
Too many buttons.
That reminds me of like when the time runs out at a basketball game.
Oh yeah, exactly.
That's that sound.
I was trying to hit this,
I thought it was.
but I was on the wrong
I thought
pad.
it was big buck, no whammies.
Yeah.
Because I was on this pad. Because for Hampton, I got to have the ready to go.
Yeah.
Too many buttons. So Friday night, what time are we starting? 8 o'clock is music?
8 to 11. Yeah,
8
and
to 11.
And then so that'll be that happening, and then I'm also going to be here the last Friday of July as well.
Yeah, the 25th.
Yeah,
25th of July.
So
Let me ask you this: do you want a big birthday cake so you can give out to your
hey,
patrons that come in? I'll be glad to get you a nice big old king size cake.
There you go.
hey,
And if you got anybody special, I'll put your bottle of champagne and some ice and.
oh, well, that's nice. Everybody that comes is special.
Everybody,
If they take their time to come, that's we appreciate it. So yeah, come on down, myself and Ronnie Bishop, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. It's always a good time to play. It's a small place. Mm-hmm. It's intimate, but you get such a good vibe in the room. Yeah, and people get up and dance and party, and it's just it's got an amazing, literally amazing bar. It's like the coolest, big, nice wood bar that you have to come in and look at, and also all kinds of cool New Orleans and Louisiana memorabilia stuff around. So
all the accoutrement.
Got a nice big grandfather clock sitting there.
Yeah, you do. Nice clock. Got some new lights we put in recently.
Some new lights.
Oh yeah.
All kinds of stuff.
So it's a great space. I think you would enjoy coming down if you haven't been there. If you have been there, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
it's a hole in the wall.
It's a hole in the wall. And if you're real lucky, we might just give you a sneak peek of the Stick Lounge too. So
then there's that.
Yeah. We'll have Joe escort you.
This is a super cool place up here.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks.
I like the vibe in the room, and I like what you guys are doing with it.
Yeah, pretty much everybody we bring up and show the lounge. If you haven't been up here for Speakeasy night or something like that, when you do come up, it's got a good feel to it. Yeah. If you're real special, I'll let you in the studio space.
So let me ask you this here: you've seen everything square footage wise. Would you consider solo up here? I mean, I'm not sure how it would work with drummers
in the main room.
In the main room,
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just have to get somebody else to carry my stuff up them stairs.
That's that's why I'm here, bro.
Okay, I never think about that. Like maybe put an elevator on. What you call it?
Dumbwaiter.
Dumbwaiter outside of the building.
Listen, man, I got that bar out of this window right here.
It can be done. It can be worked with. Right. Yeah. No. So it's got a cool vibe. And he does private events up here, and so he's got a couple different things that H is working on up there.
Oh yeah. The reason why I figure you play up here, then everybody comes see you, so now they really see the place.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like an invitation to see what's going on up here in the Stick Lounge.
That's right. So, sometimes people hire me for like high dollar homes.
Yeah.
When they're first putting it on the market, they call it a broker's open. And they have me and some cheese or something or other, and then it gets people to come look at the house.
You ever do one where you got you're naked and you got the sushi on you and you just lay and play the guitar?
No.
Oh, okay.
I missed that episode.
That's a different kind of party.
Yeah.
You never seen that where they put like a naked lady down and they put all the sushi on her and you take the sushi off?
I mean, I've seen it in the movies.
In the movies. I've never been to one.
I've never seen it in the movies. Yeah.
You never seen it in the movie?
What y'all watching?
Yeah, it's a thing.
Well, I'm at home. I'm watching the Waltons and Dr. Cole.
Yeah. And the best. Best. Pizza and best catfish. There we go. I learned the recipe from the Waltons.
Yeah, exactly.
My wife stood up there. We're gonna watch the Waltons. Okay, Little House on the Prairie. Right, let's go to 45 so I can laugh.
So what's the last thing they say at the Waltons?
Good night, John Boy.
Good night, John Boy. That's right. He's legit. He knows about the Waltons.
Oh, yeah.
He's still got the tube TV in the wood case.
Yeah. They have. It has a remote. Get up and walk over there and turn the damn channel.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. You
got to get the full experience. Can't be sidestepping.
I told her, I said, you better watch what you're gonna watch. I'm going up to a podcast right now. I'm coming back home and change the channel.
And we're watching the Waltons when I get back.
Watching some Andy Griffith or some Golden Power.
No. Hey, that was all classic in its day.
Oh, yeah.
And you can find any of that anytime you want on some channel.
Me TV.
But it's like somewhere.
It's somewhere.
One of them is playing everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can stream it or whatever.
We should be charging people for this airtime right now.
That's right. That's right.
So
What's on the menu for Friday, Hamp?
Oh, we're gonna do.
Gonna have a special?
No, just gonna. Well, we got something new in the house. We got beer on tap now.
Oh, okay.
Do have beer on tap.
Yeah, we got beer on tap.
Yeah.
Probably gonna run a special, but I do have po' boys.
Okay.
I never had the po' boy yet.
Okay, and you got the bread.
I got
the right
the bread. I got the right bread.
I got to check out the po' boy.
Yeah.
Po' boy's good.
I've been a po' boy.
I'm still a po' boy.
Yeah, I like doing half catfish, half shrimp po' boy. That's what I like.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
It's good, especially when you get the right bread and it's fully dressed.
It's the whole deal.
Not a skirt, a dress.
Not naked with sushi on it.
Not naked
No,
with
not
sushi.
naked with sushi on it. I will tell you though, bring your napkins because if it doesn't get all over the place,
You gotta have you got the sauce coming out.
Got the sauce.
I got a shirt that I made. It said 12 inches of goodness.
Oh, and the church, the other half of the church laughs. Okay.
Look, guys, I can't take him anymore.
All women bought the shirt. You hear me?
Okay.
All women have bought that shirt.
There ain't a man alive that's wearing that shirt around confidently. Okay.
But then I had to revamp it. It said 12 inches of goodness, and it said gator, shrimp, oyster, catfish.
Yeah.
Underneath there.
Yeah, you had to add the disclaimer.
Yeah, I had to add the disclaimer.
People were looking at you like, what in the hell?
Yeah.
But one of the best po' boys here also,
We got po' boys. You gonna have jambalaya on Friday?
No, it'd be etouffee.
Etouffee.
Crawfish
on Friday.
etouffee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crawfish
That sounds good.
etouffee, po' boy.
And then there's that ever present. We want them to come on Friday this week, but that special thing that happens only on Thursdays.
I'm actually open Thursday. I'll put you some on the side if you want me
Yeah, it's
crawfish mac and cheese.
The crawfish mac and cheese.
Oh,
it is very
man.
good.
That is
Everybody's
slamming.
been missing the crawfish mac and cheese because Ham's been out of action. So
Yeah.
So
I've had a lot of people asking
I'm
for
also going to do sweet potato bread.
that. You gonna do sweet potato bread?
Yeah.
You'll be busy, bro.
I just bought some sweet potatoes today, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
All right.
Peel them up and boil them up and make this nice.
Sweet potato bread.
It's so
Have you
good.
had it?
No.
Oh man, it's amazing.
It's to die for.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
My
good.
grandmother's recipe,
But I have more gigs this weekend. I can't be dying.
Right.
You're like, oh my God, this is so good. Yeah.
So we got good music, we got good food, we got good atmosphere.
Hey, come on
Good
down.
location. Come on down.
Now, when
everybody.
you come here, everybody knows the main thoroughfare in Des Moines, and they go, "Where's this place?" And it's right behind.
Yep.
In the alleyway.
Yep.
Just look for that big old cool food truck.
No, they made me move it.
Yeah.
Oh,
no
really?
Food truck,
The
no
city
food truck.
made me move it.
Oh man.
I've been the hottest fish grease here. For
Oh,
the last 2
man.
weeks.
Been hot as
At the fish house. Oh no, that was such an iconic thing.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, we had lights on it, music. I put
Yeah.
speakers on that thing,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, the city been on my.
Is it only because the music and all that was playing?
No,
Oh.
they just told me that it shouldn't be there because it was in the alley, or it wasn't part of the deal when I signed the lease. It's
Oh man.
code enforcement. Let me just put it like that.
Yeah.
So instead of me getting into trouble,
Yeah.
I decided,
Here, let me help you out. I just got to hold it. I'm just playing.
So I had to move it. Trust me, I wasn't happy.
No.
No.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, don't look for the food truck.
No, don't look for the food truck. But we can shoot the spotlight, right? We shoot the spotlight.
Yeah, I can shoot the spotlight. Yeah.
It's at the corner of. Is it 225th?
220. This is 223. 223rd.
I thought it was 225th.
Hell, I don't know. I know the address is 22314.
No, 22341.
41. Damn it. 22341
Marine View Drive.
Marine View Drive.
In the alley.
In the alley. Backstage alley.
Backstage alley. And so it's by All-Star. What street is that? 222 All-Star?
Bro, I don't know. I just drive. It's a small town. I
It
don't
might
look
be
at the.
225. It might be 225.
I think it is
Yeah, I
225.
think it's
Is it
225.
So if they're on the main drag, turn towards the water on 225th.
There you go.
And then it's the alley that is on the north side of the street.
If you see the butcher B&E Meats, make a right or
That's
a
right.
left. Turn towards the butcher.
Which way you're going.
Turn towards the
which
butcher.
you're coming from, you know.
Yeah, if you're coming from the south or the north.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
It's funny because when people are looking for the stick lounge, they end up at Creole. When people are looking for Creole, they end up here in the lounge. I was up here doing some work, and they just came walking up in. I left the doors open. They're like, "Is this where the Creole Soul is?" I'm like, "No, I don't know how the hell you got through this gate, through this door, up these stairs."
It's impressive, though. Yeah.
Pretty impressed. I was pretty impressed.
And normally I would say since I moved the food truck, I can park my pickup truck, but my pickup truck is having heart surgery. It's in
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's all done up with the.
it's all done up, but I
with
just
the cool wrap.
just blew the engine.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good reason to leave it there.
No, Ford's got it now.
Ford dealership has it now.
Okay.
Yeah, they're taking the engine out and going to put another one in.
Heart surgery.
I'll be standing on the corner with a sign that's saying, collecting donations.
Yeah, right.
Just like this for hours.
Yeah.
Till I get to $24,000.
He's like Hamp on the corner.
Wow.
He got kicked a couple times, people. So we need people to come out this Friday, have a good time, buy some drinks, buy some food.
Yeah. And
support Creole Soul.
Yeah.
Help him get a new engine.
New engine, new knee.
Yeah, new knee.
Right.
Yeah, he's just coming back, and you're getting around great.
Yeah, well, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm trying to get around, So
doing good, bro.
Yeah,
Awesome, guys.
My stamina coming back, so that's good.
That is good.
Well, I'm just gonna have to come back and talk some more about more stuff.
Yeah. Well, we wanted to do this one live.
So, like, what happened that y'all did not get that quarterback from Colorado to go to the Saints? I know you're a Saints guy.
Listen, man, if I had
Mr. Sanders,
if I had anything to do with that, I would have loved to have him.
Right.
I don't know, man. Let me tell you something. Beep.
I think they heard it through my mic. I don't know, but it was.
You see how they did him?
Yeah.
You don't think that was a fluke incident?
No, they had a meeting about that.
They had a meeting in the Oval Office saying,
in the Oval Office.
The Oval Office of the NFL Commissioner.
Yeah, saying we're not gonna. Let's not take this guy to the 7th round.
Yeah,
we all in.
We're gonna show him.
Yeah.
We're gonna show him and his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I feel sorry for you because I know you're a Saints fan, and half of our Seahawks are in Las Vegas now. The coach and the quarterback.
Hey, I would love to have Rattler as a quarterback.
Yeah.
I think Rattler's problem last year was if he's right here on you, the ball was still too hard.
Yeah.
He didn't have that touch.
No finesse.
Yeah, no finesse. Yeah.
No little floater.
No little floater. He just threw hard. He threw drop it. It's too close to you to throw it that hard.
And it hit it. Yeah.
Yeah, but he can zip it down the field. So if he learns that, I think he'll be just fine because he got wheels.
Okay.
He can run.
Right.
And he can sling it.
Y'all got an offensive line?
Oh man, listen. Who's your team, Seattle?
Oh, I vote for Seattle just because I'm here. But I was a Raiders fan being in the Bay Area. I chose them over the 49ers when I was a kid.
Yeah. I made a bet with a girl. What 2 weeks ago to sneaker ball?
Yeah, sneaker ball.
So she's a big Seahawk fan.
Okay.
So we were sitting at the same table.
Yeah.
And she said, and we're not even talking about the Saints. Y'all didn't even have a quarterback, just like you just said.
Yeah.
And I said, I tell you what, the Saints are playing the Seahawks September 12th here in Seattle.
Okay.
Yeah. I said, let's make a bet. Mm-hmm. She said, okay, let's bet.
Because Darnold is definitely not a lock.
No.
Right.
No.
Right.
She said, okay, bet. I said, if the Seahawks, because she liked collard greens.
Okay.
She said, if the Seahawks beat the Saints, she has to come to Creole Soul and eat collard greens for a month.
Free.
Oh, wow.
She gets free collard greens.
She gets free collard greens.
That's serious.
But
if
she lose, she get to text me for a month and saying, who that?
Who that? That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Trying to get her to wear a
jersey. Yeah. She said, no, I can't do that.
I can't do the jersey.
She said, she didn't want to do the who that. She's like, well, I got to do one of them. I said, well, pick one.
Yeah, no. She only needs to wear the jersey once, and you get a picture.
That's
and
it.
Post it.
And post it constantly.
Yeah.
So I can't wait. I'm planning on taking my RV downtown if you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
And park it somewhere and open it up, stretch it out, and
hook
it all up and
And tailgate.
And tailgate.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like a good time, man.
Yeah.
You tailgate, and we set him up with an amp and just let him, we'll make that money for your truck.
That sounds like when I played guitar on a float in the Seafair Parade.
It
was the first Seafair. It was the last Seafair Parade they had before COVID shut it down.
Oh,
and,
really?
And now they're back, but for a while they didn't have it.
Yeah.
And I played We Are Family for 2.5 hours.
Oh, wow. that sounds a little rough, man.
Because that was the theme of the float I was on.
Holy cow. You couldn't just track it and then just pretend you were playing the whole time?
Nah, I had to
You're
play.
authentic. You're authentic.
I had to play, yeah.
So anyway, we're going back to football here for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
we working on the offensive line. I like the head coach.
Okay.
I think he's a smart guy, and
Uh-huh.
we've had a piece that was missing last year.
Okay.
In the offensive line, like to send Aaron McCoy,
Yeah.
guys was out, so receiver Shareed, and we should be okay this year.
Okay.
I'm just positive.
I'm not against any
hopes.
Yeah. No, I wish you well.
I'm getting
I wish
jaded.
you well. Ronnie Bishop, he's a Denver fan, so
Oh, he's a Denver fan.
yeah. He was not happy when the Seahawks beat Denver in that Super Bowl.
Okay.
But then they came back and they won I think the next year.
Yeah.
And so and then he was not happy when they got Russell for a while.
Yeah.
'Cause
Wait, was he
that
okay with
didn't
Sean Payton being there?
work.
Because Sean Payton was there, still that coaching head coach.
Yeah, from
New Orleans.
New Orleans,
Yeah.
yeah. He's still the coach, right?
Yeah, he's still a coach.
Yeah, I think they gave him a piece or something for him to come over there. Like he's the GM, and gave him a little piece of the team. Or
Might be. I don't
That's
know.
why he's still there. Because hadn't. Well, they've gotten better though.
Yeah, I mean, Sean Payton, if he got great players, I think he does well.
Yeah.
But
Good
you
coach.
can't.
He's got a scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like the guy from Philadelphia that's coaching the Saints now. You give him some great players.
Yeah.
You know how to put it together.
Yeah. Well, I wish y'all well.
And I wish you guys were here in South, but
Yeah.
No, you don't.
No, thanks.
Don't lie.
Well, except for September 12th.
Okay, there you go.
He can be a Seahawks fan every day but September 12th and or a Super Bowl.
And a Super Bowl. Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah.
See, I can't be because I'm a Cardinals fan, but
Arizona?
Arizona, yeah.
Okay, so are you from there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I grew up in Nevada, lived in Arizona for about 19 years, then moved up here.
So I have a home as well in Phoenix area.
Yeah, I heard you talking about
and down in Chandler.
Okay, yeah.
And
nice area.
so when the Seahawks are out,
Mm-hmm.
I'll root for them.
There you go.
For the sake of my people down there.
There you go.
You know.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. So
We've had a few tough seasons too, though.
yeah.
Yeah. That rebuilding period. How long does that last?
It depends on the permits.
Depends on the permits. There you go. There you go. There you go. It's tough. Those permits are getting more and more expensive too, man. Longer lead times.
Well, okay. I'm okay with you guys doing well over there in Glendale.
Yeah. They got a nice stadium.
It's a beautiful stadium.
It's a beautiful
saw
stadium.
the Rolling Stones in there.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was
Nice.
The girl talked about your quarterback too. Thought, well, he's short.
I know. She said he's like this big. I said, I know. I said he can't see over the. He has a hard time getting the ball over the
can run.
line.
Well,
he can run, man. He's a scrambler. He's a scrambler for sure.
Yeah, I like Kyler. I hope he does well.
Yeah, we're holding out hope.
Okay. All right. So don't forget, come on down.
Yeah. Let's
Friday,
one more
June
time.
27th, my birthday. Bring your presents and your presents.
I'm going to do this real quick. We're going to pull up some more of your music to close this thing out. How's that sound?
Yeah. Let's do a little something there. How about let's do Outstanding.
Outstanding.
Let's do Outstanding. That's on my it's on my Soul CD.
Soul CD.
Yeah,
All right.
and Sir Mix-a-Lot, my friend that I played on his stuff, he did some nice introductions for me on
Soul School.
On the Soul School CD.
Soul School.
And look for Outstanding, because this is an outstanding experience up here in the Stick Lounge and down there at Creole Soul.
Yes, sir.
A little something from the Gap Band.
Yeah, outstanding.
I don't see outstanding.
Outstanding.
Yeah, that's it.
Girl, you knocked me out.
Well, you know what? It's on retro radio.
Retro radio.
It'd be good if I figured this stuff out.
No, you got a lot of albums, dude. That's a good problem to
15
have.
CDs.
Retro radio.
Track number 8 on retro radio. Big one.
Oh yeah, hey, let's talk about this.
You guys have a way of giving away stuff?
Yeah. I mean, let's. How you want to do it, Ham? Do you want to do it here, or you want to do it at the bar tomorrow night or Friday night?
Let's do it at the bar Friday night.
Okay,
right.
so
how we
so I
gonna
have
figure
some
out?
CDs, and if you come in and say that, if you can come in to the bar and tell us the name of the place in Auburn that H beat out.
Yeah,
that H beat out with the Catfish Wars.
Yeah, is it Tacoma?
If you know the name of that,
okay, we're gonna say
the first people that come in, they'll get some CDs.
You want to say it one more time? Who it was, so people
No,
pay attention?
not. They have to go back.
They got to go back.
It'll
Okay.
be in there.
All right, there we go.
If they were listening, they know.
They know.
And if not, they can go back and find out.
All right, there
That's
we go.
right.
How's that?
That works. I like that.
All right, let's play Outstanding. Here we go. Good stuff. This Friday night, people, Creole Soul, Michael Powers, you don't want to miss him.
This tune right here is called Outstanding.
Gap Band.
I dig it. This is the vibe. This is the vibe.
Yeah.
Michael, why don't you tell them where they can find your music?
MichaelPowersMusic.com. You
MichaelPowersMusic.com.
can get downloads there. I have CDs at my shows. If technology is not old enough for you, I can find you an 8-track tape somewhere.
All right, there you go, guys. What's this one?
Yeah. Oh, that's
This is Don't
Norah
Know Why.
Jones. Yeah, Norah Jones song.
All right.
There'll be a wide variety of different stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so.
Got a little bit of everything. It's all good, though. It's all good stuff.
Smooth.
Very smooth. All right, guys. MichaelPowersMusic.com this Friday at Creole Soul. Make sure you come check them out.
Big birthday bash.
Yes.
You don't want to miss it, okay? I'm telling you. You don't want to miss it.
All right, guys. On that note, I think I'm going to end the live. We good?
We're good. Take
All
us
right.
out of here.
All right, folks. We'll see you Friday. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for the invite.
Stick Lounge Podcast, Michael Powers.
Thank you for being here, Michael.
Yeah.